We are here again at Woodbridge Heroes in Woodbridge, Ontario.
We're back here at Heroes, the biggest collection of comics, toys, and collectibles in the GTA, and we're ready to talk about John Wick. John Wick 3 is the third installment of the series, starring Keanu Reeves as John Wick and Halle Berry as supporting cast Sophia.
The movie takes place almost immediately after the second film. So all three movies take place within a very short period of time. Part 1 and Part 2 took place within a couple days of each other. Part 3 continues that trend. It just takes place immediately after Part 2. So this chapter finds John on the run based on the events that happened at the end of Part 2. He is currently on the run because he is excommunicado from the organization and from the high table because of his actions in Part 2. The stakes are really high in this one because the whole underground organization is after him. Every hitman in the world is after him. The action in this movie is some of the best in the series. They definitely didn't hold back when trying to create new and exciting ways to show new fight scenes. I believe there was the highest kill count in the whole series so far.
Yeah.
Part 1 and Part 2 just kept increasing the kill count, and definitely this one here was the most kills in the trilogy.
That's right. Everyone's talking about the fight scene in the club scene in John Wick. There's so many different types of fight scenes, stuff that haven't really seen in a while. I'm really surprised just because I've seen a lot of action movies in general, and a lot of the stunts were definitely taken to ground. There was a lot of less stunt doubles. You could tell Keanu Reeves was actually really grounded in this role, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And no spoilers, but there's amazing knife play in this movie.
Yeah, there's so much knife play. The main antagonist of the movie is a samurai, and he's got an army of samurais. So there is a ton of sword fighting in this movie, which is amazing. I'm sure Keanu had to go through a ton of sword training for this, for sure. They explored more elements in this series by introducing new members of the High Table. So there are 12 members in total of the High Table. We've only been introduced to a couple. We got introduced to the Italian one, family members in the second one, and now we got introduced to a couple more. We also got introduced to the adjudicator, which is basically like their lawyer. And she makes sure everyone is staying in line. So it was really cool to see that. And then we also got a trip to Casablanca. And when he went to Casablanca, this was a really interesting area to explore because you actually saw the way their marker coins are made.
That's crazy.
So it was really cool to see that this is where this underground world, basically, like the currency is created.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. Just like overall, I think out of the whole series, this is probably the most that they use the coins. But there's a really, really funny scene with Keanu Reeves and a rosary, and he literally says nothing the whole time. He just has the rosary in his hand. But it's so funny, like, I don't know.
I also want to talk about Sophia and Sophia's dogs.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really cool addition to the series, and it's an introduction to a brand new type of assassin, and that fights a completely different way. Because she uses a couple canines, and they listen to her, and they attack on command, which is really cool to see in a fight scene.
No, that was really cool to see. There's a lot of things that you wouldn't think that these canines were capable of in the fight, you know?
Yeah.
You would think just in general, you know, they're just going to go bite the guy, but how tactical these dogs were and how well that they were trained at some of the shots that they did, I really like that, definitely.
It's only when he adds something fresh and new into the fight scene that
This is going to be amazing for the bloopers. I'm done. This is perfect. This is perfect.
So overall, this third installment in the John Wick series builds on the world that we've already seen in the first two chapters. New characters, new members of the High Table, this expanded world in the underground hitman world. New addition into the series, Sophia, played by Halle Berry, was an amazing addition to the cast. And the action sequences are some of the best in the whole trilogy. There were a few moments in the storyline that we weren't too satisfied with, but overall, we give this an 8 out of 10.
It was a very intense time at the movies. If you haven't seen a really good action movie in a long time, I definitely recommend it. John Wick 3 is an amazing time in the movies. 8 out of 10.
Alright everybody, thank you for watching the newest episode of In Studio Review. We'll be here next week reviewing the latest movies in theater. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.
Don't forget to check out our next video, guys. It's going to be Dark Phoenix. We're going to be doing Aladdin. We're going to be doing Godzilla, Sea of Monsters. That's not the name of the movie, but you'll check it out in our review.
King of the Monsters.
King of the Monsters. Sea of the Monsters. There's too much oceans in that trailer.